Hello there, YouTube. Well, this is one of those unfortunate days where you got to make a video that you don't want to make. This one happens to be about my fantastic Sundowner trailer. Love it. Does great things. We've had a lot of fun in it. Don't have a lot of complaints, but you know, we had a little issue with the brakes. Actually, not a little issue, a pretty serious issue with the brakes and the Lippert axles that are on this trailer. And I'm going to go ahead and share this with you because Sundowner didn't seem to really want to do anything about it, which is unfortunate. So on the other side of the trailer, while we were driving back from Glamis, this was way back in, I want to say our Thanksgiving trip, or maybe, yeah, around Thanksgiving. And we went, and the drum brakes inside here sheared off, and you'll see some video that'll clearly show where they sheared off, the repairs that were done. And it was a pretty significant failure. I was originally told, you know, they could fix it by February. I went, that's not going to cut it. I'm going to miss the whole sand season out at Glamis. And like a lot of you who spend money on these trailers, and I spent a lot of money, I'd only taken it on like one trip when the brakes failed, you know, and then, you know, they got this big, oh, we warranty everything. Well, their warranty hasn't been really worth a shit. Asked for, you know, just to fix it. Said they would send me new axles. That was in December, scheduled for February. It is March 26th. So we're gonna go December, January, February, March. And in 4 months, I've gotten essentially nothing. Now, in their defense, nice people at Sundowner, good people at Sundowner. Corporately, I don't know what's going on. I know things are in short supply. I just have a hard time believing that a company that does nothing but make trailers for a living couldn't get their hands on a pair of axles in, you know, 4 months. Now, perhaps to their defense, I fixed it myself. I wasn't going to wait for their rather slow process to get something fixed, and so you'll see the video of how I fixed it. In part, this video is to complain about their lack of service, and you know, if they had been calling me up regularly, you know, giving me updates, contacting me at all, really they just ignore me all the time. They don't talk to me. I've been relatively nice to them. I sent them one sort of series of text messages that said, look, I'm going to make an ugly video and put it out there about your trailer, and they promised me axles in 2 weeks. That was about a month ago. So you know, I'm just tired of their excuses, so I'm going to put a little negative publicity out there for them. I wrote a nice video. Like I said, I've loved this trailer. I think it's fixed right now. I mean, I don't know what to do with the other axles other than hope they don't break again. But realistically, you know, I should be getting something from them because they sold me a pretty significantly defective product. Now, those Lippert axles come from China. I think they should be passing that along to their customers some way or another, the supply them these axles. But you might want to look at your axles. When you see the chintzy little welds that held the brakes on and how they ripped off, you'll probably agree that that's a pretty significant safety concern. I feel I've acted in pretty good faith with them. Went to the dealer, or to the warranty place where local Sundowners get warrantied, worked with them, worked directly with Sundowner, you know, have been patient for months and months, but you know, at some point you just get a little tired of that. So what follows is sort of the repair process I used to fix the axles. You might want to consider it. I wouldn't consider it a engineering fix. I am an engineer, but I'm a civil engineer. I got a good welder. The repair that I've made on them has lasted several thousand miles with no issues. I managed to get them on straight, and they're not warping or doing any funky things or grabbing, or you know, the brakes seem to be working just fine. Still have a couple of problems to fix. The lights on the back here don't work the way they're supposed to. I got to get back into the wiring. I guess there was one more wire that ripped out. Yet more work for me, you know. So they're, you know, not the fault that they built the axles, but the fact they put a bad axle on my trailer has cost me thousands of dollars and a ton of time. You know, the guy that's doing the welding, he doesn't work for free. The extra brake I had to buy, that wasn't for free. The hours and hours of time it took me to jack this thing up and work on it weren't for free. Fixing the wiring wasn't for free. You know, so I thought they'd have done a better job with this, but they didn't. So you can watch the repair and it'll kind of tell you what I'm the problem I'm sort of highlighting, and you might want to look at your trailer and make sure that that's not a problem on your trailer as well. And good luck if you have a problem getting them to do something about it. Okay, this is my video about my brake failure. So first we're going to show what happened. This is my axles, both on the left side. As you can see, they had welds just from here to here. This holds the brake backing plate on, and then like probably from there to there. So small welds on the back side, and yeah, it didn't hold. They ripped off and the brakes went around and around, ripped the wires out. So we've got everything taken apart here. You can see where the wiring is up there. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's pretty easy stuff. And it happened on this one. Fortunately, we have one of the brake rotors just kind of tore the wires and remained intact, and that's this one. So this one's intact. Really the only damage was that the wires got cut. And so we are going to solder what was left of the wire there onto this and hook it back up, and this will give us one. Now, when you look at the back, you can see where the two welds were that broke off, and you can actually even see where they need to go back on. This is the one that goes on the back side. So we're gonna be able to like kind of set this back in there, tack it on the back side. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to take, once we get the wiring all fixed, we're going to slide this on in place, and we are going to slide the whole, well, the hub's on that side, the hub over it, tighten the hub down, use the hub to center it where it needs to be so the brakes are running smoothly, get in behind there, put a couple of tack welds in, and then we're going to weld the whole circle from the front side. We're going to weld all the way around on this side of the whole thing. Now these sides, this side didn't break, either axle. However, they have the same tiny little chintzy ass welds on the back side as the other ones, and we don't like that. So we're going to, this is a temporary repair so we can get out to Glamis. So, you know, we've pulled stuff apart, pretty simple, simplistic stuff. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull these bolts off and slide those out, and we're just going to put some decent welds on both of these on the side that lived, and that's going to be our brake repair. And when we're done with that, we're going to, when we get them welded on, we're going to put everything back together, put the tires on, make sure they spin, put some power to it, make sure the brakes are activating all correctly, and then we're going to take it for a test drive, you know, 5-10 miles, make sure nothing is overheating, and if that looks good, we will take it down to Glamis, stop frequently. Okay, and we're recording. So that's how we're making sure everything stays straight. So when we put these on, we're using these little Harbor Freight 90-degree magnets. So you can kind of slide that in place, put 4 magnets on, make sure everything's squared up. That's what these magnets are there for. And that'll be good. There, that's where that one fits. You can feel that one has a nice seat. So you can get to push all these magnets in, get it seated up on there good. And as you can see, we get it nice and square. 4 places, looking down at the end. So that's okay, there's Kurt welding away. There's Village Generator, Lincoln. He's a professional welder. And 1 down, 3 to go.